We're very glad that they came out today, and hopefully you'll walk away with some new information or resources that will help you out. We have Kevin here and Mary as well. I'll let them introduce themselves.
So my name is Mary Brucker, and I'm a case manager from the Montgomery County Association for the Blind. And this is Kevin Sand.
Hello.
Yeah. He is our assistant, and he often drives, and he helps me with paperwork and anything needed. We'll be passing around some items and adaptive devices to show, and he'll help me with that and chime in when needed. So I just wanted to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Mary Brucker, and I'm totally blind. I have retinopathy of prematurity, and I had some vision growing up where I could read large print and see things close up and see colors, and the more lighting the better for me, and contrast was good. But I did have, as time went on in my 20s, my vision decreased because of several complications, of inoperable cataracts and retina problems and, whatever have you. So I went to college and then started working, and was working in Philly for 11 or 12 years, and then came to Montgomery County in '96, Montgomery County Association for the Blind. So I don't know, Kevin, if you wanted to introduce yourself too? Or?
Sure, and I don't know if you want me to talk a little bit about the agency's history.
I could, history.
Okay. My name is Kevin Sand. I've been working for Montgomery County Association for the Blind since December of this past year. So I'm a new employee, but I am not a youngster. I worked for the state of Pennsylvania in the role of counselor and administrator for the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation, which serves people with all kinds of special needs disabilities to reach employment. Our focus was all disability groups except individuals with visual and blindness issues. I find it fascinating that my career has now kind of restarted, and I'm now working and learning from Mary in serving people with visual problems. It's a tremendous burden, and I count it a privilege to be able to assist folks with independence. That's the goal of our agency, to promote your independence as much as possible. The kind of services that we provide, and they've been going on since 1945. We are a private, nonprofit, 501c3 organization, so though we have Montgomery County in our name, we are not a county agency. We're a private agency. We do receive funds, a small grant from the federal government through the state organization to us. So we are able to do this service based on that, plus the gifts of private donors. So that's our agency. We used to have about 20 staff to cover all of Montgomery County. We now only have 5. We are doing the best we can, and Mary is a saint in my mind, because she's been doing this for 30 years. She has all kinds of practical, real-life experience as well as professional experience helping people. Our goal, do you want to talk, we need to talk about the services, or do you? I think maybe you can, yeah.
Okay, so I know that there was some interest with Low Vision Group that is held here, and we do have some services that are, the first would be transportation. And what happens is with our transportation, we have 2 drivers, and then also Kevin and Rachel Gallagher, our director, sometimes drive if there is other clients and we need extra help. So our drivers assist clients with going to medical appointments, assist in the store with grocery shopping. So they'll go around the store and read the labels and select the items and just work with clients to choose what items they need. And we do also personal and grocery shopping. And then they also help with other things like errands. So for example, someone has to go to the drugstore or the post office or the bank, anything like that. We have a couple of people, they ask, every year to get transportation, get their taxes done. Our drivers do not do taxes, but anyway. Our drivers also help with reading mail and organizing paperwork. They, many times I have clients who will say, oh, my mail piles up, I am, overwhelmed with it. And our drivers can go through that. They can't, it's kind of a first come, first serve basis. We really don't have clients, it's not, they're not like an aide where they'll come once a week or every, a certain time a month or what. Our clients do have to call, or someone may call in on their behalf to get to schedule for these appointments. And the other service that we have another service is social services, and we also have support groups. So what we do is, the way our intake process works is that our director, Rachel, would receive the call, and then she would do the initial contact for the intake, and then Kevin would call and have fill out general information on our database, and then I would call and set up a time to meet. Kevin and I would go out and go over what all this time we're getting an idea of what a person's needs are, and just talking to them about some tips and some resources and all that. So several people call and just get an idea of get to know who you are. So the other service that we have is our groups. We have two groups. One meets in Norristown, and the other meets in Lansdale at the Spark Center, and that is located at 606 East Main Street. It's called the North Penn Commons. It's right near the Lansdale Y. And these groups happen. They're twice a month. The one meets in Norristown once a month, and the other in Lansdale once a month. So they're two groups, and we often have maybe a discussion sometimes or speakers. And I know Rachel, our director, has several contacts, and so we're doing other. She's doing other creative, working out with the groups for other creative events and things like that. So that is, available for anyone with vision loss. And there are some times where there may be friends or relatives that come to the groups also.
Can I say something?
Yes.
We have fun at those groups.
That's right. We do. We do have fun. And so let me ask, has anyone here been involved with the Montgomery County Association for the Blind in the past or before? You can either call out or raise your hand.
Doesn't look like anybody.
Was that?
Nobody.
Nobody? Oh, wow, okay, okay. Anyone have any questions so far? The only cost, there is no cost for the drivers. The only cost is that if you go to a medical appointment that is, where there's parking, like a parking garage or anything like that, then you would have to pay for parking. And I also do want to let you know that for medical appointments, our drivers can assist you to the waiting area, and we can go outside of the local area, and outside of the county. So there's a number of our clients that go to Shea and Wills Eye and other low vision centers, so that we're kind of like within the 5-county area. So, any other questions about services? Okay, so the other service that we have is, it's actually, it's for children between age 6 months and 6 years for a vision screening. And right now, Rachel is going out to different schools and doing vision screening with what we call a spot screener. And that just is, detects for children if they have any possible vision problems that would happen later in life. And so what we do, is if she sees something on the spot screener, she would then contact the child's parents, and then, make a suggestion that the child maybe see a pediatric ophthalmologist, because it's only a screening. There's no diagnosis or anything. So, any question? Oh, okay. Just to ask here, we were going to show some items and some adaptive items, and anyone have any questions about services before we go into that, to next? Okay.
If someone were to need a ride to an appointment, or even to the store, how far in advance do you request that, we ask?
Very good question. You would have to call, we suggest about 3 weeks in advance. There are times, there may be cancellations or openings, so if you needed an appointment and maybe called, a week before or so, you could, check with, we have one driver that does scheduling, and you can check and see if there's any openings, but usually it really does book up. So we suggest about 3 weeks in advance.
What is the phone number?
The phone number is, our main number is 215-661-9800. Excuse me. And then we have different extensions. So our, what you would call first, or ask for first, is Rachel at extension 413, and she would be your initial contact.
So I have a question, Mary. The documentation needed to establish a person's eligibility, can you cover that and how they get it to us?
Yeah, what we provide or what we need in our intake process is just an eye report from your ophthalmologist that has to be less than 2 years old. And from there, we would, determine, someone is visually eligible. So there's really only visual eligibility. There's no income eligibility or any other. You do also have to be a resident of Montgomery County.
And what's the fax number?
Fax number is 610-292-7191.
Yes, the handouts have the same.
So, okay, so our next part of the presentation will be, we can show some low vision aids, and we can pass them around. So let me ask everyone here, how many have difficulty with reading and writing?
We have like 4 individuals, 4 or 5.
Okay, all right. So when I meet with clients, that's reading and writing is a concern for most people. And so I wanted to talk about reading. What we usually do is suggest to clients to see a low vision specialist, and the specialist would have various different types of magnifiers and other reading electronic aids. And this would be low vision aids to enhance your vision. It would not be, some of them are glasses, but you use them for tasks. So you would not be walking around with these low vision glasses if you like glasses, but you would be using them for reading or any. Some people like to do crafts, crocheting, or knitting, or looking at pictures, or what. So they would be for tasks. So we have one thing here called the Ruby, and
I'll get it for you.
yeah, and so we can pass it around.
Turned it on,
Okay, great.
and it's showing magnification, so you'd place.
One thing that's really nice about the Ruby is that it's I think the screen is what, 10 inches?
3 by 5.
5 inches, okay.
3 by 5.
3 by, okay, it's a lot smaller than I expected, or I thought. But anyway, so one thing that's kind of nice about these, now they call them electronic low vision aids, is that you can change the magnification, but you can also change the contrast. So, for example, someone who can read better with a dark background or a black background or a blue background or what, with white or yellow letters or whatever colors is available, you'd be able to do that. And because a lot of times the print, especially in stores on items, how you have maybe a light blue with red letters on a package or something like that. I heard just someone say, I think I heard someone say something like that. Yeah. So what this does is this: you can operate this Ruby and other devices like it to change the background and change the letters. so that it's a better, so you can see it better and a better contrast. So that is one reading device. Low vision specialists have various different, all different types of devices. This is one portable one that's good for, you know, taking when you're shopping, or taking it to a doctor's appointment when you want to read forms or what. But there are others that are a larger, what we call video magnifier, which is in your, it can be, you can have that in your room for reading mail or sorting your paperwork. So the Ruby, the one that we have here, I think it is several hundred. I'm not sure of all the devices because, or the costs of them, because there's different devices coming out all the time. Excuse me. And so a lot of them can be pricey, and there may be funding available to, you know, help with prices and, you know, or the financial aspect of it.
What do you mean next?
Okay, so other types of reading, of course, there is large print, and so this is a large print address book, and that's we can pass that around, and there are other things such as large print, you know, check registers, and a lot of times your banks now also have large print checks. So we often run into that where clients say I can't write my checks anymore, or my signature goes up or downhill. And anyone have that experience? Oh, okay, yeah. There's a number of people. So we have various different writing devices, writing items, and these are no tech. So these is a just 8.5 by 11 page template, and what you do basically is attach that to your 8.5 by 11 page, and you can write a shopping list or letter, and even though you may not be able to see what you're writing, you can still know that your handwriting is not, you're not writing over your handwriting. So often, you know, when I do speak with clients, especially initially with the intake, is if they're trying to write a phone number down, they can write it, of course, but they can't see what they're writing afterward, or they're not sure if they're writing over something else they wrote before. So these templates help with basically kind of keeping you in the lines, you know. This is a check guide. Let's open that. This is just another template for your checkbook. And yeah. And we have another. Okay, and we have another writing guide for a smaller pad of paper that's going to go around. We have a catalog we're going to leave with Megan. It's called Independent Living Aids, and they have some of the writing guides. And now there's another catalog called MaxiAids also, and both of them have different types of, all different types of adaptive items, including the writing guides, and a lot of them have different magnifiers, but you have to know what your strength is. And you also have to know the return policy for the magnifiers or for the catalogs, just in case you get something and it's not quite what you thought. So some people get things items off of Amazon, but I know, you check the return policy. But there again, you have to know what you're ordering. So, all right. And, okay. This is another type of writing guide for an 8.5 by 11 page, and this is more a clipboard, and it has a line that is attached, and what you would do would be to write in that line, and then when you're at the end of the line, it would click into place. You would move it down, and it would click into place. So that's just another option. So, how many have difficulty with colors? Anyone?
Couple.
Okay. So a lot of times when I see clients, they especially have a hard time with seeing the dark colors. So being able to distinguish black and navy blue and dark brown and dark green and all that. So we do have a color identifier, which I will pass around
What's
too.
it look like? Is it like a rod?
Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is called a Colorino, and it's like a little remote. And one thing that's about this color identifier is that it will identify colors. I'm going to just.
Black,
Well, now it's saying. Let's see.
dark blue,
Okay, there we go. So it's saying that my pants are dark blue, and I know my shirt's multicolored, but one thing, if you have a hard time with distinguishing certain colors, it can be helpful for telling you it's not good for prints, but it can tell you, especially it'll say light blue or dark blue, or for maroon it'll say red brown. It's just and you have to learn.
Can you try my shirt?
Yeah, let me see, where are you? Here. It says dark gray green. So, no, it picks up any color. Well,
You got to move it slightly till you hit.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's saying dark brown,
Let me try.
so it's not perfect. Okay.
Which button do we push?
The one toward the eye of the, gray pink, okay. See, what happens is it depends on the lighting, and then it also depends on, if it's a print, it may pick up part of the, some of the color that's next to it too. So that's one thing with color identifiers, they're not perfect. And this other one, this Colorino, for someone who may be totally blind, and you have ceiling lighting like I do, sometimes what I would need to do with it is, there's a light identifier with it. Let's see, where would that be? Yeah, do you have it? No, you just had it. Just. Oh, yeah, that was with the color identifier. It was the same. Yeah, sorry, there's two
Functions.
functions, yes, that's right. Two functions with the color identifier, identifying colors and then also lighting. So, there we go. The higher the pitch, the brighter the light. So we're pretty bright in here. And whereas if you're away from the light, the lower the pitch. So I'm going to pass this around. If you can pass that around, maybe everyone can try it. And let's see here. You might try the other button. Because I think touching the shirt and, there we go, okay. Everyone, I don't know whether everyone can hear it, but one of the times, it said pink, one other time it said gray pink. And you do have to put the identifier right on your clothing, so. Possibly, yeah. There was a question if it would work for a child who's colorblind, and possibly. Now, I mean, there's a number of other different technology that might be helpful with that too. This is good for solid colors. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So while that's being going around, what about pouring beverages? Yeah. Oh, okay. There is what we call a liquid level indicator, and it is. I have it here. This is a small one, and it's like a little device that there's two prongs. You hang that over your cup, and then it will beep when it wants to. No, let's see. It was beeping. It was a very high pitched. There it goes. Yeah, a very high pitched beep. Some of them have different sound effects, but this is a liquid level indicator. So you put that over your cup, and you. And another thing that would be helpful for not making a mess is using a cup that contrasts. So, using a white cup if you're pouring coffee, or using a dark cup if you're pouring a glass of milk, or just anything like that, which would help with contrast. So we can pass this around. Megan? Sure, yes. You wanted to? This would be the liquid level indicator. Megan's going to pass around the liquid level indicator. Yeah, when you touch the prongs.
What's next?
So, what about playing cards? Does anyone have a hard time with basically playing cards? Or if you like that type of recreation? Seeing, to play poker or pinochle or Uno or any of that?
Mark was just saying that it's hard for him to see water.
Oh, okay, water, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. Well, there are things you can do. The liquid level indicator would help. And then also sometimes, kind of an idea that I heard years and years ago was to take a ping pong ball and when you're pouring the water, the ping pong ball will come to the top, and so that would give you an idea of where some people, what they do is they put their finger in the cup, like on the edge of the cup. And I mean, don't recommend it for hot beverages, but if you're the only one drinking the beverage, you might be able to do that. So that's just some ideas instead of spills and all that. So I'll just pass around cards. These you can I can pull up one here. These are just some large print cards, and yeah, here we go.
Is it an ace?
I don't know. I don't know. We're just some ideas with cards. There are many games also that are large print, and there are some games in the catalogs, things like Scrabble and large print cards. There's a number of different types of cards too. So some could be contrast with a dark background with the white numbers and pictures on it, and then also Monopoly, checkers, chess. They're all adapted. And then there's also another place that we if someone needs to know, that will offer kits, so you can make your own games. You can adapt your own games.
A comment. These cards are marked. One of them, it has a bump so that you could feel the number.
Okay, let me look and see.
In the center.
In the center. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, they have a raised. It's a raised 4, like a number 4.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, these have all. I never noticed that. They have raised numbers too.
And this 4 has a corner missing on it, so it's marked. I think it broke.
Oh, okay. So, how many people use technology? Cell phones, computers? Mostly everyone, okay. Okay. There's a lot of technology. If you have a hard time seeing your phone or seeing your computer keyboard, we have a couple keyboards here, I think. You can.
Want me to show the
Yes.
computer?
Yeah. This has color and, I believe, got color and contrast to it on the keyboard. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so that's just some ideas with using the keyboard. But a lot of the times the computers now have large print software, that can be downloaded, and also talking software. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, that was my fifth, Anyway, so we have, the technology, as there's a number of different cell phones that, if anyone has an iPhone here, they have VoiceOver. You can also use Siri for a number of different options that when you need. There's VoiceOver for reading the screen, for using the internet, using your email. There's also Androids have also different adaptive technology. And
your phone?
what's that?
Are you wanting your phone?
Not right now. I have the glasses right now. And then also what Megan and I were talking about earlier was the phone, the Android and iPhones are flat screen. So there's also some phones now that have tactile buttons, but also can be where you can get, of course, calling and texting, email, and use the internet. But then you can also download some apps, but they have the tactile buttons and maybe a larger screen, so that the print might be a little larger, but you don't have to worry about a flat screen. The latest thing in technology is what they call wearables. And what I have here is they're Meta glasses. And has anyone heard of Meta glasses here? No? Okay. Meta glasses is actually for the general public. So they range from around $350 to $400, and you can get them from Amazon or Target or Walmart or Best Buys, just regular stores. And you don't necessarily have to get them through specialty catalogs or through specialists. So, but if you do, with Meta glasses, if you can put a prescription in them. Right now, mine does not have a prescription, but I don't know how that exactly works. But there is a number of different training on YouTube for them. But what Meta glasses, what they can do is they will not, for me, they will, I can't see out of them, of course, but what I would do would be to ask them a question, and then they would describe my mail, or they would describe a scene. Like, for example, I'm going to put this up. There's a volume that you can, okay, I think that's, I don't know whether you can hear that. You may not be able to hear this, but I'm going to say, for example, hey Meta, what am I seeing? A large version.
It's filled with people, likely at a community event or gathering. There's a screen on the wall in the back.
So, what it was, oh, okay.
I was
So-
using the mic behind you.
Oh, okay, did everyone hear that?
You can try it again if you want.
Okay. Hey Meta, tell me the description of what people are wearing in this room.
Most people are wearing casual, comfortable clothing like jeans, light tops, and cardigans. Some have patterned jackets or shirts, and overall, the style is relaxed and everyday.
And Meta, what are some of the colors that people are wearing on their shirts?
People are wearing shirts in pink, white, black and white patterns, and light colored tops. Some have plaid or other subtle patterns too.
So it's really a very unique thing with the new glasses. Could everyone hear that? Yeah, great, okay. Yes.
Are they the glasses that you can say, can you read this to me?
Yes. Yeah. Now, with Meta, you have to be specific. Like, for example, for reading a menu. When I ask Meta to read a menu, I have to specifically say, A, and you got to say the name, read everything on this page, or hey, META, read what the salads are, or read what the sandwiches are. And it will read, specifically, but you kind of have to play with it a little bit. I think there are some other glasses that will, that give you a little more detail at once. There's others called Echo glasses. There is one that's been around for a number of years called Orcam. And then I think the other is called Envision glasses. So there's a number of different glasses. They're all different prices. I think the Echo glasses, I think they're pretty new. I think they might be about $600. Other things that the other glasses that can do that Meta cannot is identify people's faces. So, for example, it has to be programmed in. So, say you have a spouse or family or what, and you have to program them in first. But say, for example, if you're going into a crowd, into a meeting or a store or something like that, you can then tell your, not Meta glasses, but tell these other newer, more expensive glasses to find the person, find the, and whoever the person's name is. And they would say, Kathy is to your right, or what, whatever it does. I've never really used them for finding a person, but I know that's what some of the glasses can do. Yeah.
So here's the brochure. I wanted to see if you could read our mission statement at the top of the page.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to give you an idea of Meta with reading. So, hey Meta, look and read all the information on this page.
The page says, MCAB Montgomery County Association for the Blind, 25 East Marshall Street, 3rd floor, Norristown, Pennsylvania, 19401, www.camcab.org, 215-661-9800. Our mission, Montgomery County Association of the Blind, is a 501c3, private nonprofit, improving quality of life and independence for people in Montgomery County living with visual impairment through rehabilitation, education, support, and services. Eligibility. To qualify for services, individuals must have a need for one or more of the visual guidelines and live in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. There are no income restrictions. Intake process. Anyone can refer a client to our services by calling Rachel Gallagher, Director, at 215-661 9800. To begin the intake process, MCAB needs client contact information and DOB, client's most recent eye report that includes acuity and diagnosis, best eye, without correction of 20/70. Clients can request that their report be faxed to MCAB at 610-292-7191.
Okay, so that was our mission statement. Thank you. That was a great idea. Okay. So, Meta, read the address from that statement. So what you can do with the Meta glasses is that it can read the full page, or if you need specific detailed information, you can just ask Meta to read the whatever information you're needing.
You want
And
to try it
yeah?
again? I got the mic back, so it'll pick it
Oh.
up.
Okay. Wait a minute, I might need the page again.
Okay.
Okay, so, hey Meta, look and read the address on this page.
The address is 25 East Marshall Street.
Hey Meta, read the complete address on this page.
Take a photo to answer yes.
No, just, hey Meta, look and read the full address on this page.
You want to take a photo for that, right?
No.
The address is 25 East Marshall Street.
Okay, well, it's being stubborn.
Technology is good when it works.
Yes. Oh, I was just about to say something, but, so that's what, the latest is wearables. And so that's what, Meta glasses, Echo glasses, I'm sure there's going to be, other technology coming out, Anyone have any question about the devices? Okay.
Does it read cursive?
Does it read cursive? Oh. Handwriting has always been, there's been scanners around for, I don't even know how many years now, but they've always had a problem with handwriting. I think it's getting better, but it's still, I would say, you have to have a really good piece of technology for that.
Maybe sign your name on a paper and ask her to get.
Probably won't read mine. Does someone want to sign their name and it can? Okay. Yeah, so if someone has clear handwriting, would you want to write your name and it can? Oh, you are, okay. Okay, so Kevin is writing his name, okay. Let me get the Meta out again here, I put them away. All right, it'll take a minute here. Oh, we're right here?
There, yeah.
Okay.
It's at the top.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to put it on the page. Okay, so, hey Meta, look and read the information on this page.
The text reads, "My name is Kevin Sand."
Wow.
It missed the middle initial G.
but it read, it actually really read, was that cursive?
Yes.
Oh, wow. It really read pretty well. And so it's improved, so I think if your handwriting is clear, it does, seems to pick it up. Okay. Anyone? What was that?
I said we should rate Kevin's handwriting and see how clear it was.
I don't know. So, anyone have any question about technology? Yes, we do. I have there is an organization called Library of Accessible Media, and actually, we help with filling out applications. So when we go out for an intake, we will, Kevin will bring some of the applications, and the Library of Accessible Media is one of the applications, and he will help clients fill out the application on the spot, and then we authorize it and send it in to the library. Now, Library of Accessible Media used to be called Library for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, and they changed their name a couple years ago. They have a number of different equipment, and one of them is a device, a player that this one I need to kind of go through it a little bit, but basically what the player does is it will read audiobooks, and it has, of course, a volume control. Excuse me. It also has volume control, tone, speed. It also has of course, power switch, and it is rechargeable, a rechargeable battery. And then it also has a sleep switch. So say, for example, if you want to listen to a book while you're going to sleep, you can set the book for 15 minutes or a half hour or 45 minutes to, so that the book will go off so that you wouldn't be missing, 2 or 3 hours of the book, and you wouldn't have to rewind it back. So, yes, and there is also a fast forward and rewind also on it too. So the machines now have, I don't know if anyone was familiar, but in the past, they were cassette tapes, and they were 4-track where you had to turn them over several times. These cartridges, they're not CDs, they're cartridges. I can pass the book around. We have a cartridge in a container. They will come in these type of containers. Here we go. Oh, yes, yeah. And they would, you would, I got a little distracted, sorry. So what'll happen is you don't have to turn the cartridges over. It'll just, just play the book, just like a CD. Now, these cartridges can also, you can get 6 to 10 books on a cartridge. And there is an inbuilt manual in the player that can instruct you on how to use the player. So you can go from, one book to the other to listen to see what it's about. And then if you're interested, you can play it. And what you do then when you're done is with the cartridge, you can return the cartridges to the Library of Accessible Media, and there is no postage. So you don't have to write an address or anything. When you're going to return a book, the bottom of the container, mailing container, has, you would just remove your card with your address, and then the address for the Library of Accessible Media is taped onto the player.
I'm showing it right now,
Oh,
so
okay, yep.
this is the card that returns the book to the proper library.
Mary and Kevin, there is a resident here, Don Detweiler. Has he ever been at your low vision meetings? He uses this service.
Oh,
There's a resident here who gets books from that agency and appreciates them very much.
oh, good.
Yes, there was a comment I wanted to make about it. Many people have heard books read to them with computer voice. It's kind of not ideal. These books are read by professionals, so it's a human reading the books.
Yeah, there's a number of different audiobooks. The Library of Accessible is free, and then there's also other books that you can order through, like Audible and some other reading organizations, you would pay for the books, but through Library of Accessible Media, that's no cost. And then they also have a music section, too, that can instruct you on learning different instruments. And I just have downloaded a couple. They do have what they call Bard, where you can download their books on your smartphones too. And I actually have a couple downloaded that for learning guitar, which they can be very helpful because they do explain everything in detail.
What about DVD videos?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. The DVD videos are, the Library of Accessible Media also has DVDs that are of popular movies. They have audio description with them. So, does anyone know what audio description is, first of all? Anyone? Oh, okay. So audio description is relatively new. There had been some movies that have been had audio description, and what that is where you can, there's a narrator that will describe the visual scenes and visual information. So, say in the beginning of the movie, there'll be a narrator that will describe the logo of the company that made the movie. And then it would go into maybe the initial scene of the movie. And then when you have characters, it will describe their expressions or just the visual gestures and things like that. And it will not interrupt the dialogue. So it's really, and the Library of Accessible Media can send DVDs to you. You would have to have a DVD player, but they can send these movies for audio description, with audio description. Any questions? Okay. Okay, so I wanted to, let's see, what do we have here? I wanted to talk a little bit about mobility. How much time do all of you have?
It's supposed to be wrapped up around 11:30, so about 20 more minutes.
Okay. Where's look for my cane? Oh, here it is, yeah. Yeah, that's right, I did put it there, thank you. Well, we can show, actually, I have my cane, but we can actually show human guide. And so a lot of times when Kevin assists me, because he assists me with, driving to appointments and things like that, there's a type of for assisting someone with getting around. It's called Human Guide. And basically what we do is, a lot of times what people do is if they don't know Human Guide, a lot of times they might take my hand or take my elbow or take my arm or something like that. So it's a little uncomfortable because what then is that you're kind of in front of them. You know, they might be to the side, but you're in front of them. And if there's a step and they forget to tell you, then, you know, yeah. You know what, I don't quite remember that.
She maintained your balance, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, so,
Want me to lead you?
yeah, in a second here, I just got a text here that uh-oh, okay. My ride's here. Yeah, we're need to wrap up, but, so Human Guide is basically.
I will show
where-
on the way out.
Yeah, it's like where I would take his elbow, and we would just walk where I'm a little bit, I'm behind, I'm to his side, but also on a step or two behind. So that when Kevin says, oh, there's a step, or this curve, then I would be, yeah, and I would be, just really, gives me enough time to mentally prepare to step down.
I'm still learning, by the way.
Yeah, so, well, I do have to go.
I can
because
back
my
up
ride's
steps, so don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. And, but thank you. Let me get my-
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to meet with you folks. Again, if you need to connect with us, we're happy to serve you.
Sorry, I have to leave.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. I was hoping that. Let's see, oh, it's under the table. Oh. Okay, so unfortunately, is transportation, you have to kind of leave when they come. So, but I really appreciate everyone. And let me know if you have any questions. Anything like that.
Mary, we really appreciate it.
Okay?
We'll be giving everyone little packets here with some
Yeah.
information
Yeah.
and goodies. And feel free, to connect with me. If you don't want to reach out yourself, I can help in the process of getting you connected to Rachel, who would be the first person, correct? And then you can start the process if you'd like to do, the intake process for getting connected to services. So.
Thank you. Please call if you have questions or anything.